Hi, I'm Dimitri Luttrell. Today I'm going to be breaking down a scene from my new short film, The Jewels, which released August 1st on YouTube. It's out right now, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it, come back, and we can watch the scene together.
You doing some reading?
Yeah. What about you? Where'd you go?
I just went by the closest video store, which, believe it or not, was an hour away, so.
So if you don't know what the film is about, this film follows a couple that's actually spending their anniversary weekend together at a getaway, but they have a divorce pending that following Monday. So once the weekend ends, these guys are no longer a couple, they're no longer gonna be together. And so this film follows basically their entire weekend together in this close space. And maybe they might figure out their marriage, they might figure out the issues with their marriage while they're here, or they may not, and get a divorce still. I would tell you what inspired it, but I don't think I had anything that inspired it. I just kind of wanted to write a romance movie. So when I was writing the script, I already had Sir Quentin in mind to play the role of Mr. Jewell. He was kind of already signed on for the project, but in order to find Mrs. Jewell, we had to go on a kind of scavenger hunt to really find somebody that fit that mold, that could bring that, intensity, that the ability to really act with their eyes to the screen, which is one thing I was telling a lot of the women that auditioned for the role. I was so thankful and excited to be able to get an audition tape from Destiny because she absolutely knocked it out of the park. She did such a great job, and I was so honored and thankful to work with her. She brings a certain work ethic to the role. I didn't think it was possible for, the actors to possibly care about my project the same amount as I did, and I was so thankful that Destiny and Sir Quentin both brought such a work ethic to this project, such a vibe to the project that really elevated it, because they worked tirelessly making sure that their chemistry, that they felt like a married couple on edge. So you'll get to see a bit of their performance right now, but you could go watch their full performances. Award-winning performances, by the way, was one of the main things the film was getting recognized for. Award-winning short film, award-winning actors. Let's watch some award-winning, acting at display.
I was thinking, we could share a room. No need to use two, just more to clean up.
No, we can't.
Why?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
I love that look up that Q does. That was one of my favorite, I think, moments of filming. That look up that he does, just really showcasing like, okay, why are you showing me so much animosity? I'm trying to be nice to you. Q is Sir Quentin, by the way. I call him Q for short because we go way back. There's so much in that look that I just really adore about that, and that's all Q's performance. Such a great job. I think we got a few takes, and that was the look that stood out like among the rest by a very large margin. He did such a great job. Mrs. Jewell is kind of slouched over, sitting to the side. She's not really eating, she's just playing with her food. Whereas Mr. Jewell is enjoying his food, he's sitting up straight. I think it just kind of showcases that disconnect, like, hey, maybe he might still have feelings for her, but she's kind of off to the side, she's odd. She doesn't have those feelings. She's not as straight, with what they're doing as maybe he is.
So you just gonna keep doing this shit the whole trip?
Do what?
Whatever this is.
There were a lot of moments where I was telling them, hey, don't even look at that character. So there's some scenes where you'll notice they're talking and characters won't even look at the other. And so there were a lot of moments in this film where I was telling them like, hey, don't look at that character until this moment, or don't look at him at all after this moment, or don't even look at him in the scene at all. And I think that adds a lot to the performances when, you got this married couple that won't even look at each other. Like, you got married before, man. You got married in front of family. And at this point in time now, 2 days before your divorce, I can't even look at you. And I think that adds so much to the story, the heartbreak that is a divorce.
What the hell do you want me to do?
Maybe do things together. Walk with me on the lake, go to town. I don't know, look like you actually want to be here.
Look like I want to be here? You forced me to come.
The great thing about Mr. Jewell is that I didn't want him to be this guy that was aggressive, that was easily ticked off. Like, you really got to get to that point to make him lose it. And so I told, I remember directing Sir Quentin and telling him, hey man, like, Mr. Jewell's this kind of guy that it takes a while for him to get over that cliff where he gets blood pumping, angry, just starts yelling. I want you to just be able to sometimes pass it off with laughter. And so this was written into the script, but I love the way he did it because it was like a perfect, like, he's clearly like pissed off with what she just said and what she's doing, but he's like just laughing just to avoid, like, taking the rage bait and getting angry and, flipping the table or something like that.
I didn't fucking force you to do anything. I asked you to come and you came.
Yeah, what fucking ever.
Please enlighten me how I forced you to come.
How many times did you ask me? How many times did I say no?
That's not me forcing you to do anything. At least in my opinion, you still agreed to come.
Yeah, well, your opinion is stupid, so.
Okay.
Can you guys look at the drip that Mr. Jewell has right now? He's got his wedding ring on still. He's also got his watch on. You'll notice that actually they both in the film wear their rings still. They both still wear their wedding rings.
Why can't we just spend our anniversary together like we did in the old times? You used to be so open and free. You used to love spending time with me. What happened to that person?
You realize we only have 2 more days together, right?
Right, exactly. So why can't we spend them like we did before?
That laugh was him like, okay, let's just figure it out. Why are you being so animal? I'm trying to be nice to you. We have 2 more days together before we break it off. Why not just act like we're happy for 2 days? Like, let's just be who we used to be. And I thought this scene was important because it just showcases, as he's pleading for her to just kind of not be so aggressively animostic towards him, he is like kind of, she's still just trying to pushing his buttons, trying to really tick him off as they near that divorce.
You want me to pretend like our lives are gonna be the same in 3 days? Like we're still in love knowing we aren't?
That's not true.
For me, it is.
The moment she, storms up from the table is one of my favorite moments in the film. Again, Mr. Jewell sitting there having that look of like, oh my gosh. I think the most important thing that you can kind of get from this moment here is that was the first time that Mrs. Jewell ever told Mr. Jewell she didn't love him anymore. And so this whole time where he was trying to maybe still figure things out with her telling him she didn't love him anymore was like, and can we please talk about Destiny Love here in this scene? Because she did such a great job, man. The way she looked, her eyes were like snakes, man, like waiting to attack. And that's the greatest thing about one of her performance in this film is how well she used her eyes. And I remember telling her that in one of the table reads, like, hey, like, think of Mrs. Jewell as a snake, like slowly slithering towards her prey. Like, that's who Mrs. Jewell is. And Mr. Jewell is the prey because he's a guy that's so nice, that can easily be taken advantage of. She did that really well, and they both did it really well. Again, one of my favorite scenes in the film. You just watched it with me. I just broke it down. But this has been Dimitri Luttrell breaking down a scene, the dinner scene from my new short film, The Jewels. If you haven't watched the short film yet, be sure to go check it out. It's posted on this exact channel. Click the channel, go watch the videos, and you'll actually see the Jewels. It's gonna be sitting right there. You can also go watch my other short film, The Party at the End of the World, which came out about 2 years ago. So you can go check that one out too. I hope you guys enjoyed the scene breakdown. Stay tuned for more content. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content because I have more content coming. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.
Wandering through this maze of emotions, stumbling over the pieces of shattered hopes and broken promises. And you can't help but question if it's all worth it.